Nigeria's news updates today, October 12, 2025. Tinubu grants Mariam Sanda a presidential pardon after killing her husband. Tinubu departs Abuja for Rome. He will return to Aso Villa in 2027. Defections won't sink PDP, says Bala Mohammed. Value jet aircraft conveying Nigeria Super Eagles makes emergency landing in Angola over cracked window. US Congressman Riley Moore insists on Nigeria be designated as country of particular concern over killings in Christian communities. Top Hamas official says hostages released to begin on Monday morning. Summary of the news. Tinubu grants Mariam Sanda a presidential pardon after killing her husband. President Bola Tinubu has granted clemency to Mariam Sanda, the woman sentenced to death in 2020 for killing her husband, Biliaminu Bello, son of a former PDP chairman. Sanda, now 37 years old, spent nearly 7 years in prison before her release. According to presidential aide Bayo Onanuga, the pardon followed pleas from her family and was based on good conduct, remorse, and her role as a mother of two. Sanda was convicted by an Abuja High Court for stabbing her husband to death during a domestic dispute in 2017. She is one of 175 inmates granted pardon by President Tinubu, including illegal minors, drug offenders, and elderly convicts, as part of a broader clemency initiative. Tinubu departs Abuja for Rome. President Bola Tinubu is set to leave Abuja for Rome on October 12 to attend the Akaba Process Summit, a global security meeting co-chaired by Jordan and Italy. The summit, starting October 14, will focus on West Africa's growing terrorism and piracy threats, especially in the Sahel and Gulf of Guinea. Tinubu will join other world leaders to discuss how to strengthen regional cooperation, combat online radicalization, and improve cross-border security. He will also hold key bilateral talks on tackling insecurity across the sub-region. We will return to Aso Villa in 2027. Defections won't sink PDP, says Bala Mohammed. Bauchi State Governor and PDP Governors Forum Chairman Bala Mohammed says the opposition party will bounce back despite defection to the APC. He admits some governors and lawmakers are leaving, but his leadership is a burden and the PDP is quietly rebuilding from within. Mohammed accused the APC-led government of trying to turn Nigeria into a one-party state through coercion, but says grassroots support remains strong. He vows, "I am not going anywhere. Bauchi is PDP." Between 27 in sight, he promises the PDP will deliver new visionary leaders and reclaim power. Value jet aircraft conveying Nigerian Super Eagles makes emergency landing in Angola over cracked window. Panic struck on Saturday when a Value jet aircraft carrying Nigerian Super Eagles from South Africa made an emergency landing in Angola after a crack was found on one of the plane's windows. An NFF official confirmed it was a close call that could have been worse. The team was on their way to Uyo for a crucial World Cup qualifier when the pilot detected the fault mid-air and diverted safely. Meanwhile, the race for the 2026 World Cup is heating up. Benin Republic heads Group C with 17 points. South Africa follows with 15 and Nigeria is right behind with 14. Everything comes down to Tuesday's final matches, one last shot to grab that World Cup ticket. US Congressman Riley Moore insists on Nigeria is designated as country of particular concern over killings in Christian communities. Congressman Riley Moore is calling on Washington to redesignate Nigeria as a country of particular concern over what he calls alarming persecution of Christians. He told Fox News that over 50,000 Christians have been killed and 18,000 churches destroyed since 2009, and this year alone 7,000 more deaths. Moore says the US must act now by cutting arms sales and security aid to Nigeria until the killing stops. He also reminded viewers that Trump once listed Nigeria as a country of concern but Biden removed it. Now lawmakers like Moore and Ted Cruz want it back on the list. Rights Group says the violence is real while Nigerian officials blame terrorism and land conflict. Top Hamas official says hostages released to begin on Monday morning. A top Hamas official has confirmed that the release of 48 hostages, mostly Israelis, will begin on Monday morning. This comes after Israel agreed to a US brokered truce and withdrew troops from parts of Gaza, kicking off a 72-hour countdown for the exchange. In return, Israel will release about 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, marking the first phase of the ceasefire deal. Follow for more. October 12, 2025.